This is the Oasis News Organization. Oh no.
Today's video, July the 5th, National Bikini Day. On July 5th, 1946, the French designer Louis Réard at the Piscine Molitor popular pool in Paris brought out model Micheline Bernardini to wear the world's first bikini. It was named after the atoll in the South Pacific that the U.S. had been dropping atomic bombs and testing. So he thought that the bikini would be a real explosion. I think that other model there had the second bikini. She'd been wearing a regular swimsuit, and you're looking at her rear end, it hadn't been getting any sun, so she's going to be a little off balance there. This is considered the world's greatest bikini picture. Worn by Ursula Andress in the James Bond movie Dr. No, and her character's name was Honey Rider. Now, in between Honey Rider and, what was her name, VD?
Well, let me see if I can read your mind, Groovy. Do you mean the model Micheline Bernardini?
Thank you for the help, VD. In between Ursula and that model, it was illegal, evidently, to wear bikinis on the French Riviera. So if you look at that cop's face right there, I think he's got a little grin on his face. And I think he spent all day long for weeks writing tickets to women wearing bikinis. And when he went back to the office every day, and they said, well, did you get your quota? He went, oh, hell yeah, I wrote 38 bikini tickets today. It was a hell of a day.
Groovy, I know you remember that story I told you in that red, white, and blue dessert video we did about my great-grandmother and the strawberry pie. I bet she wore one of those 1927 kind of looking things.
Well, she looked like that 1927 lady. You had yourself a pretty hot great-grandmother. Spectacular new Jansen. At first with violin. Jansen, be attractive while you're at it.
Looking at these two photos, I think these two women had the same thought. Pictures were taken 70 years apart, but they're looking at some big old muscle guy on the beach, and they said, I'll bet you a case of beer I can beat you one-on-one on beach volleyball. And I bet they won.
And I'll bet that every weekend they were out there on the beach, they found some kind of guy like that every weekend and made that same bet, and they never bought one beer all summer long. I don't understand how that top stays exactly centered all day long.
I don't understand why anybody would advertise their bikini without a fine-looking model in it. You know, just like this guy did with these two ladies here. You think he would have sold any of those if they would have just been laying around. No, you gotta put some fine looking models in there.
This could have been one of our sponsors way back in the day. All made with latex to glorify your figure. Prices cut for a glorious celebration. Sandals starting at 98 cents. Men's swim trunks, $1.65. And women's bathing suits starting at only $1.98. What a bargain. Are these models, or are they androids from 2090? This is the way I like to see a bikini advertised. Got a big old smile on their face. They're having a good time. That's what I want to see out on the beach or sitting around the pool. Somebody having a good time. This is not the way to do it. Her expression is, really? You think anybody's going to buy something that looks this silly? And how about this lady? Does she really look like she's happy posing for an Adidas bikini? And then this last lady, she looks like, what the hell am I doing here? Torso O, thanks to Jansen. Shape Makery. Jansen, most beautiful, most beautifying swimsuits in the world. What's that old boy looking at? And how about that redhead wearing pearls to the beach?
When I was editing and I saw this next section come up, I thought about my grandmother. Now, not my great-great-grandmother that made the strawberry pie, my grandmother, and her name was Ursula, just like Ursula Andress. But if my mother would have gone to my grandmother and said, "Mama, would you crochet me a bikini?" my mother would have been out there plucking chickens for a month.
Here's the last sponsor of the show, Martin White, telescopic water suits, styled with latex yarn. Thank you. Martin, is that his name?
Once again, Groovy, you weren't quite on the ball here. Here's our last advertiser. Good news for thousands of girls who have no sex appeal. Thousands gain 10 to 25 pounds quick with ironized yeast. But beware of the many substitutes for this tremendously successful formula. Be sure you get genuine ionized yeast. No sex appeal to that beanpole, let's vamoose. Try ionized yeast tablets. I gained 10 pounds quick. You're the queen of the beach, just a few weeks later. Make this money back test special, free offer.
Skinny girls don't have oomph. I don't know what oomph means, so I looked it up. Here's the definition. Oomph, the quality of being exciting, energetic, or sexually attractive. And God bless any girl who wears the red, white, and blue out to the beach. Today's report is dedicated to Dick Dale and his Deltones, the inventor of surf rock. Normally I quote a line from a band's song, but Dick Dale and his Deltones did all instrumentals. His style of music was the music of the early 60s beach party Hollywood movies.
This is Dick Dale and his Deltones backing up Stevie Wonder, and he's probably ripping out Everything's Alright, uptight, out of sight.
Early in 1961, Dick was blowing out 10-watt guitar amps left and right. So he hooked up with a fellow named Leo Fender. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Fender. And between the two of them, they came up with the first 100-watt guitar amp. This guy on the right here really appreciated that. So did this other guy on the right. Without that 100-watt amp, you're not getting much electric guitar. But that wasn't good enough for Dick. After a little while, he was actually blowing out those 100-watt amps, so he had to step it up another notch. Came up with the 180-watt amp. Maybe you're a deadhead. Maybe you're a parrot. Well, how about joining the group and become a dickhead?
Remember, oh no, world peace begins at home.